Would you agree that women aren't as good as in general? Because in this relationship, you the better planner. But women aren't as good as planners as dudes.
Do I agree that women are not?
Yeah, for the most part, dudes are planners and women
No,
are just.
hell no.
You don't think
Absolutely
so?
not. Mm-mm.
Why not?
I just don't think so. All the men I know.
It just seemed like most of men are planners, and I be think, and it was making me think that's why. That's probably why we so scared of commitment. You get what I'm saying? Because we be like, we feel like we're not ready, so we want to plan ahead for everything. Like when we have the kids, and we want to be ready for all of that stuff. Versus y'all just ready to go. You plan a wedding, but you not,
But I think that planning something and being ready for something is two different things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that you plan how a relationship is going to go. That's not something that comes with a manual. It's every day, it's trial and error, learning, growing. So
Mm-hmm.
to say that you planning or you had, I mean, I know everybody has this fairy tale of how they probably want it to be or how they want their world to go.
Mm-hmm.
But life is life. Like, you can't predict or plan what's the next move going to be. I mean, let me not say that. You can try
Yeah.
to plan what the next move is going to be, but to say that a man plan better in that aspect, I don't see that.
Because some people like plan to have their child after, and sometimes it don't go that way. But like I know a lot of people who have we get married first, and then we're going to have our kids, and it be happening like that too.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I guess I was really thinking about that because I used to think about the time when I used to, and it all tied back in. I was thinking about the times when I used to come home after work, dealing with that, and then just sit in the driveway for like 30 minutes. I
Avoiding us.
I thought I was, you know what? That's the funny thing, because at that time I thought I was like preparing myself or like avoiding y'all or not really avoiding y'all. I can't think of a better
Well,
word.
that's rude.
Uh, but anyway, now that I think about it, I was avoiding seeing my failures by seeing y'all and not calling y'all failures. I'm saying like my inadequacy as a man.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So if I look y'all in the face, I gotta look at what I haven't done, what I haven't completed yet.
really?
Yeah. It's and that shit is heavy because as a man, you want to be able to. It's not that I think I'm speaking for most men when I say we want to be able to take care of things and we want to be able to like if you ask us for something if you want we want to just be able to get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a selfish person, so if you ask me for something, I want to be able to just do it. But it becomes like it's so heavy, and then it becomes like we take a little bit out on y'all. Not that we argue all the time, but I start to get an attitude with you even when you say stuff that you should say. So it's
Yeah.
really me
Running from self?
running from sitting in the driveway is more of me, yeah, preparing and like kind of like trying to avoid getting to you or getting to them or whatever, seeing what I have to see of myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? My failures and shit like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't make sense to you?
It makes sense, but I don't see why. Because I'm not the type of person that would. I just feel like for me, I'm not the type of person that would make. And I know you're not saying that I'll make you feel that way, but I can't.
I know where you're going.
Yeah.
So let me help you out. So me coming from knowing or being able to take care of everything,
Right.
to falling off so crazy to where I'm not taking care of everything. It's not
Okay.
really more about you than it is about me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's not that you're you haven't, it took me a long time, and I'm still not all the way open, but it took me a long time to open up.
And to your point, that's how a lot of relationships fail,
Yeah.
because a lot of people wouldn't put up with that when it comes to a man doing what you do, said that you were doing, or a lot of people can't, or probably wouldn't even. For me, I just feel like I probably just take everything to the chest and just do what's needed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And to where, because that's shocking for me to hear you say that,
Yeah.
because I didn't realize it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I can understand where you're coming from now that you say it. When you look back, but I that could really hinder a relationship.
I find that most dudes do that though. A lot like talking to dudes.
Hmm.
Like when you have, y'all be like, damn, y'all do that shit too. And I really haven't asked them why you do it or whatever.
Hmm.
Now I want to ask them why they do it, and like say what I just said to them to see if that's what it really
Right,
is.
right,
Like,
right.
cause I know it was. I didn't know how to put it in words then, but I knew what it was. It's like, fuck, I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Not got to, but not like you're putting that on me to do it, but it's just
Because it is what it is. The outcome's not gonna change.
yeah.
The outcome gonna be the same. So that's big with me. Like, just be upfront. Like, the outcome ain't gonna change.
Hmm.
I'm the type of person, like, I'd rather for you to keep it real with me from the gate
Hmm.
than to lead me and make me feel like that it's something else and then it really ain't. You know what I'm saying? The outcome gonna be the same.
Yeah, but you don't, like you when we talk sometime and I say things, you be like, yeah, but that's you. And I'm about to say,
Listen,
yeah, but that's you. Not most, and we're not raised to think that as dudes, like, because a lot of times we hear women talking about, well, if he ain't got this, he ain't got that, and you ain't. When we look at you, just on the outside looking in, I'm sure a lot of dudes see your pictures or see you and be like, even before I got with you, would be like, nah, I could never get with her and stuff like that. Or she probably want this and she probably want that. Just looking at how you carry yourself and
but
stuff.
but
So
but I can do all that. What I require, I can maintain. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
that's what a lot of people need to realize, that don't be with nobody that can't do for their self what they're requiring from you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course, you want somebody to meet you at the level that you're at,
Right.
and not all the time does that happen, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But people should also, for me, people should also know that stay in your lane. Go
Yep.
go where stay in your lane. Cause I don't want to be approachable to everybody. Everybody
Got
sh-
you.
every everybody can't approach me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just being real.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be feel like that everybody feel like that they
Yeah.
can get with me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, I know what you're saying. But yeah, that the only reason we're like that is because it's just hard to let you in because we've heard so much. You know what I'm saying? Until you get somebody,
It's
or you open up and you're like, when I start to realize, like I told you before, she's trying to be my friend. She's trying to be. I'm the one
yeah.
hope. So I'm real good at like pointing out, oh, that's me. That's me nowadays. Like that was me, or that's me right
Yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying? So that's just our thing. But what's some of those, if any, or just speak for women in general for the most part, like you've had conversations with women and stuff, uh, what's like pressures for women when it become when a relationship,
What do you mean, like pressures? What
like
is
like a
what's
pressure for, let's say at that time, pressures for me was like coming into the house knowing I haven't, it's just those manly things I felt like I should have done,
mm-hmm,
but like that's pressure, like is it's just pressure for me, you get what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Like those are, and pressure might be maybe not be the right word, but you get what I'm trying to say though.
For women in general,
Yeah, women when like
I don't really know. I I don't know. Like, it could. I just feel like it could be a multitude of anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, women are kind of cut different than men.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should be, or we are natural born nurturers. Women, for the women that I know and grew up around and that's in my life,
Mm-hmm.
we thrive off of getting shit done.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, the ugly. Not to say we don't complain and we don't get tired, but we just do what needs to be done. And I think for
Yeah.
women in general just like that. Like we make shit happen. Women make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Even when you
Mm-hmm.
think back at your mothers and your grandmothers and your aunties, like we never really seen them complain. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We never seen them fold.
Yeah.
We may have walked in a time or two and seen them crying or picking their head up, but just to be like, oh, she fucking folded. She let me down.
Mm-hmm.
I can't, I don't, that ain't women. Well, I don't know. It could be. It's some
For
women
the
that
most
fail.
part,
I'm not going
it's
to say that
yeah.
some women don't fail, but for the most part, that's women. We make shit happen.
At least,
We have to, especially when it comes to our children in our homes. Like, don't fuck with our homes.
at
You
least
know?
the older generation of women. Like,
Yeah.
I can't really speak too much for the. I really wouldn't know with the newer generation of women, but yeah, the older generation was about getting. But furthermore, the dudes too, though, like you really wouldn't be able to see what's going on with them on
Hmm.
it. You,
Yeah.
we just started like really getting to a point where we can open up. Even y'all would cry or any of that sometime. Dudes just really started getting to that point.
Yeah. But I think that for, like I would say for me, if I just have to speak on something, because I don't like really speaking for nobody other than myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I
Okay.
don't vouch or do none of that for nobody but myself. But for me, I could probably say like a pressure for me is to make sure that my household is taken care of. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I'm perfect at that. I fall short a lot. You know what I'm saying? But making sure dinner is done or make sure y'all eating, clothes is washed, house is clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that that's a pressure for me, because I do a lot. I do a whole lot outside of the home.
How do you feel if that ain't accomplished? Because like I said, if things aren't accomplished on my end, it make me feel a certain type of way. Even nowadays, like I'm more like at ease with it, but it still bothers me. It
Yeah.
don't bother me to the point where I gotta close off to you though.
Yeah.
But it'll have you like, nigga, get your shit together.
Yeah.
What does that? What are those things that do that for you? Is basically what I'm saying. If it is the cooking or any of that, like
Yeah. Yeah. Just making sure that things is taken care of around my house. Like,
yeah,
and I'm getting better at not letting things bother me because of my blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been just crazy. So I feel like that I'm getting better with just listen. It'll get done when it gets done. You know what
mm-hmm,
I'm saying? But making sure that the main things that need to be done, like making sure I eat, making sure clothes is clean, making
mm-hmm,
sure the house is neat. You know what I'm saying? Cleaning up after ourselves and stuff like that. I think that that's one of the main things that I
yeah,
feel like that I have to do. And regardless, it's 9 o'clock at night, and I'm still trying to, and it's like, oh shit, it's 8 o'clock. My alarm is going off to read to Montana to go to bed. Like
mm-hmm.
some nights I don't make it to that.
That's a thing for you.
What?
That's a beat yourself up. That when I talk about dudes having their beat their self up moments and stuff like that, well, I'll just keep it on me. That sitting out shit, beating myself up about stuff. When it comes to Montana and like doing stuff for the girls and stuff, that's a beat yourself up
Yeah,
moment.
it is.
Like let the teachers say, she's a little behind on this. You start beating yourself up thinking it's
Hmm.
something you're not doing or something
Yeah,
like that. So that is a pressure for you. I would
it's
say that.
definitely a pressure for me, like a huge pressure.
Talking about sitting in the driveway, that has now transferred to work for me.
What do you mean?
Like, well, it's kind of been like that. I get to work and sit out there for like, I'd be damn near sitting in that parking lot ready to call in. Just going in there having to deal with those energies. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Well, shit. You know how I feel about work, but that's a whole different. Whole different struggle. But yeah.
I gotta get myself together. I gotta woosah. I gotta like.
Yeah, you do. You literally have to be like, listen, especially for me, my head get to spinning and shit, and I'm all miscombobulated, and my whole day is fucked up. But I think I'm a good person when it comes to, even though I do work from home. I don't really feel like that I take work home with
Mm-mm.
me or take home to work with me.
Mm-mm.
I feel like I know how to pick it up and take it
Yeah.
off. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I really do. But I just feel like I need more hours in my day.
Yeah.
I really do. Because
Yeah.
it seems like when I get off, it's like nonstop. I gotta get off, pick up my antenna, then tutor, then to come home, make
Mm-hmm.
sure she eat, then make sure she bathe. Then 8 o'clock. By that time, it's 8 o'clock. Then she want to play. Then she want to do this, and I'm just like, you know what? By that time, I'm drained.
And you making dinner while you
While I'm working.
on your break.
Yeah.
Or whenever you make it.
Yeah.
All I know is when I get up, it be
Yeah, it's a lot.
yeah.
It's a lot. Burning up cornbread.
You could get divorced doing that.
Over some cornbread?
I love
Wow.
cornbread.
You wouldn't even have known
It's-
the cornbread was burnt if I didn't tell you.
Jesus.
Cornbread.
Then you.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
just
Yeah,
like-
you dead ass.
You know I love cornbread though. I eat cornbread with
That's why I
anything.
told you this shit was burnt up just to piss you off.
Didn't
burnt
I
up the
eat it
cornbread.
still?
No, you couldn't have ate that cornbread. I had to make some more.
Oh, you blackened it?
It was hard. At least I didn't almost burn the kitchen down.
Right.
At least I didn't almost burn the kitchen down.
I feel like you're trying to be funny.
No, I'm dead ass.
You said that twice.
Oh, I didn't.
I
think you
ignored
heard
it
me
the first time, and then the second time you said it.
I'm just saying.
You better
You're
stop
not
saying
allowed to
that while
cook
she
anymore.
here.
She's
Yeah,
gone.
Montana don't want me cooking because I almost burnt the house down.
Jesus, my blood pressure's never gonna get better.
I know your blood pressure was up that day.
It was bad. It was so bad.
Yelling, screaming through the phone while I'm trying to put out a fire.
Well, why would you try to put out a fire?
So the house won't burn
You're a
down.
fucking firefighter.
Didn't you just get them counters done?
Do you know you would have been seeing Judge Judy for a divorce? I just want to meet Judge Judy, by the way. Like, I need to. Can I sue somebody just so I can see Judge Judy?
I think it's somebody we don't like.
Oh, you don't like somebody?
I'm telling
That's not possible,
I know that I can't think of nobody.
Mister.
But
do
if
the right thing.
yeah, don't do that.
You are. You give everyone the benefit of the doubt.
All right, you said enough. Turn the light off. Making me mad now.
Good night.
Good night.